Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan, Deion Sanders. What do those players all have in common? Well, they left their respective sports and joined baseball. And Tim Tebow has made the switch as well. And see, he can possibly be a Bo Jackson, or he can be a Michael Jordan or a Deion Sanders. How's it going, guys? Mr. Game Famer, and today we have another episode of Sports Talk. It's been a while since I made a Sports Talk episode, but I'm excited to talk about this because not only this is huge, I'm also a Met fan, so I had to talk about it. I'm really excited to talk about it, and I'm very interested in this. I was kind of shocked when the news came out when Tim Tebow signed with the New York Mets. So if you don't know, Tim Tebow, former two-time BCS National Championship winner, former Heisman Trophy winner, former Denver Bronco, former first-round pick, former Denver Bronco, former New York Jet, former New England Patriot, and Philadelphia Eagle, Tim Tebow, former playoff winning Tim Tebow, I guess, has made the switch from football to baseball, a sport which he has not played professionally since his junior year in high school. So at 29, he has made the switch. He had a trial, he had a scouting day, which all 30 teams showed up. Obviously not the team, obviously, but like representatives of those 30 teams, of all 30 teams showed up. And there was like 8 teams interested. I think Toronto was interested. I think Colorado or something. I know there was 8 teams interested. I didn't see the 8 teams interested, but I didn't think the Mets were one of them. But in fact, I looked at my phone and it said Tim Tebow signed a minor league deal with the New York Mets. And it's also said that he's playing in their fall league. He's going to be playing in the Mets instructional league. He's going to Port St. Lucie. That's crazy. That's honestly crazy. Tim Tebow, obviously, probably one of the more recognizable sports athletes in North America. Obviously, Tebowing was a thing. He was recently an analysis at ESPN, and now he wants to be back in the professional scene. He's done a lot of great things. I've never been the biggest fan of Tim Tebow, in my opinion. I probably sound like everyone for some reason. I wasn't the biggest fan of him, so I don't really know how to feel about it, Tim Tebow. So everything that I heard from his scouting day, it was kind of like underwhelming. It was kind of mixed, to be honest. From what I saw, it was kind of meh. Well, the things I liked, I guess, first off, he's 29, but he's still in good shape. He ran a 60-yard dash in, I believe, like 6 point something seconds. Still great. He had like a 400-foot homer or something, which is crazy. So he has raw power. And I don't know, like I heard that he was kind of sloppy during live hitting. His fielding, I guess, was I guess that's what I've heard. I was not blown away by anything. Just in the fact that he's still in good shape. He's always been in good shape. But obviously another downside is that he's 29. I think just like Sanders and Michael Jordan, they were a little bit older, so I guess it was tough for them to adjust to baseball, especially at their age, except for like Bo Jackson, who is like fairly younger. He was a lot younger, and he still had a lot of upside, and he never reached his potential. And we saw what he did. He showed a lot of promise, a lot of good things. And how I feel about the signing, it's a low risk, high reward, I guess you can say. I understand the risk, just why not? We have a very raw athlete in our hands. And I guess why not? I guess, like, okay. The reason why I feel like this because, it's probably a minor league. It's a minor league deal. Yeah, so it's like not a huge contract. So yeah, he wasn't even got a professional contract, an MLB contract. And so is he ever going to reach the MLB? In my opinion, I don't think he is. From just looking at his little pro day and all the scouts have been saying, he's probably not going to reach MLB. If he does reach the MLB, I'll be shocked than him not making like double or triple A. Because, yeah, that'd be crazy, But first off, you know how many people are going to show up to the minor league games? To Binghamton, possibly to Las Vegas. Obviously, he's probably going to might start in single A next year, I guess, probably. Maybe Binghamton, double A for the Mets. But he's playing in our instructional league, so we can see what he can do, possibly. And we can see like a little glimpse. But I only have any high expectations. If he doesn't work out, hey, it was a risk. Whatever. It was a risk, that doesn't really hurt the Mets organization in any way. But it's really cool that he's making a switch. That's awesome. He's pursuing his dream. Especially that he hasn't played professional baseball in probably over 10 years. So, yeah, that's cool. That's great. Keep doing what you're doing, Tim. And yeah, just how he's making that huge switch. And especially how, professional sports has, changed over the years. It's going to be really, really interesting how he's going to adapt to professional baseball. But who knows what can happen? He can not do anything, or he can hit the ball very well. He can feel. He can do everything. That'd be awesome. But I don't have any high expectations. I don't think he's probably going to reach the MLB. Imagine he reaches the MLB. That'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. Seeing him in the dugout. But yeah, I also I didn't know this until recently that both Tebow's agent. Both Tim Tebow and Yoenis Cespedes have the same agent, so probably Yoenis had maybe an effect to possibly lure Tebow in with the Mets, possibly. So that's probably what happened. But who knows? Maybe Yoenis sees something in Tebow's ability as a baseball player that no one else sees. So who knows? So yeah, that's really it. Imagine Tebow replacing Cespedes. Yeah, no, thank you. But yeah, guys, that's really it. That's my thoughts on Tim Tebow. Hopefully he makes MLB. That'd be awesome if he makes MLB. But as of right now, and what I've heard, probably it's going to be unlikely. So guys, what are your thoughts on the Tim Tebow signing, and how you think he's going to get on with professional baseball, and where do you think he's going to reach with the Mets? Or just in general, if he moves on from the Mets. And yeah, what are your thoughts on the signing of Tim Tebow? So thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe for more content on this channel. And I'll see you guys next time.